Welcome to American Dream TV Los Angeles.
Today we're in San Diego, California, where we're going to do a little bit of work and we're going to do a little bit of play.
So let's get this episode started.
The search is over, baby. I'm right here, and I got it.
The American Dream, the only show that combats negative media, not owned by a network, commercial-free, unscripted.
I got it.
These are stories for you and by you.
I got it. I got it. I got it.
Well, today we wanted to let you into the life of Don and Gino a little bit and our media company, DG Media. It was born as a radio show a little over 10 years ago. We were on broadcast AM radio for over 10 years. Then we decided to have a video blog to go along with that. We did that for 4 years. That was a daily video blog. What a commitment that was to make sure that you were in the know and get out of the negative media. Make sure that you knew that you could take action in the housing market. After that, we were able to blossom into finally American Dream TV, and we were super excited to do that. But all along the last 3 years, we were building our premier annual event, Momentum Builder.
So Momentum Builder came out passion after being in the real estate and mortgage industry for literally over 50 years. We wanted to give back after all the experience we have and all the training we've had with amazing mentors and speakers and trainers. We decided to help a lot of you that had the same pains we had, and therefore we go to professionals to help us fix those things with systems, tools, inspiration, motivation. So we worked hard to bring you Momentum Builder to help all of you with that.
That's right. So the event is actually a collection of multitude of speakers, not just in the real estate market. Every single day is carefully planned to help you wherever you are in your sales challenge life. We know that you deal with things like call reluctance. Don mentioned the lack of sometimes having the discipline or the habits. People like Hal Elrod teaching you how to have a miracle morning and make sure that you start your day off right is critical.
And what's nice is a lot of these speakers are speakers we know. They're friends of ours that have literally changed our lives, like Todd Duncan, Barry Habib, Dave Savage, Renee Rodriguez, who helped us with stuff like this. And we bring them to you. But like Gino said, what's nice, it isn't just about sales. It's about personal and professional development.
Yeah, there's so many things at Momentum Builder, and what we hope is that you just find one thing that you can implement in your daily life that helps you to be more successful over the next coming 12 months.
What's really cool is we get to host Momentum Builder 2021 from American Dream TV Studios right here in San Diego, where we're also going to bump into our good friend Craig Sohan, who started us on this journey with the radio show 10 years ago with Real Estate Radio Network, and then helped us build our brand with American Dream TV. So we look forward to hanging out with Craig a little later.
But before that, we're going to go to John Gardella in Malibu, who always has amazing things to show us with Engel Invokers. John, tell us what you got today.
Hey, Don and Gino, thank you for that great introduction. And you know what I love about you guys? A, you guys look darn good in a studio. And B, you guys are always so innovative and creative. It's really great to be around. Anyway, today we are in Malibu, California, and we are at a great spot in Malibu called Point Dume. And as you can see, we're right next to the ocean. The flowers are booming. The wind's coming off the ocean. It is absolutely gorgeous here at Point Dume. And we are literally a 2-minute walk from this area to a property that Gary and Nicole from Engel and Volkers are gonna show us that I believe is the best opportunity on the West Coast. I cannot wait to show you this place.
Patterns flickering on the floor and mellow yellow clouds in the morning. Ready for the day, hear it calling. Catch your breath before you fall in.
Look at you guys. It smells awesome in here. What do you got cooking?
I know, right? Doesn't it?
Oh,
well, you
nice.
know,
Look at that.
we stopped by the farmer's market down the street, and I was very much into the kale, so we picked that up. But then I saw the tomatoes. I mean,
wow.
smell those things.
Oh,
Is that just
and that's
incredible?
the Malibu farmer's market,
Yeah,
right?
you know, right
just
by
down the
there.
street, yeah.
Very Malibu beachy, and you know, we're super happy to be here today.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about the property and where we're at in Malibu and all that good stuff.
All right.
Yeah, we're at Point Doom,
Oh.
which is a sought-after area. Very much a lifestyle. You walk right to the beach. It's just an amazing property. The property also has a tennis court, a long driveway, gated,
Over an acre.
over an acre.
Over an acre in
Yeah.
Point Doom.
Priceless. And then we're right by cliffside with the most scenic views of the beach and the whole Malibu area, right? It's just romantic here, you know. And two seconds you're in the restaurants, you're, you know, right by the colony there. You're right by shopping. Everything here is just, I think, spectacular.
That's great. That's great. Well, I can't wait to see this property. So show me around.
Let's do it.
All right.
Happens every summer. Things are moving slow. And time to unwind only gives me time to spend alone.
Oh, now I like this room. Look at this. This
No,
is
John,
unbelievable.
you don't like this room. You love this room.
I love it.
I mean, this is just something else with all these French doors lined the whole back of the house.
Yeah.
Amazing.
When I arrive here, I want to live here.
Yeah.
That's just it for me. I mean, this place and this beautiful floors, high ceilings. It's way over 3,000 square feet.
Yeah.
5 bedrooms.
Yeah.
John, it's incredible. And then this dining room. Can you see? After we're done cooking, sitting down there, having that amazing meal, this house is it all.
Yeah, and this is just a great room. I mean, you talk about social events, you know, a little wine tasting out here in Malibu in this room. Nice little fireplace right here. I mean,
I got the
good.
limes, actually. I was thinking margarita time.
Oh.
But,
Yeah,
you know,
margaritas.
Whatever you guys think.
margaritas work. And it is more casual. I mean, the properties that you guys have shown us in the past, you know, in Sherwood and all of that tend to be more elegant. This has a totally different feel, right? I mean, it's a much
course.
more casual, homey.
It's a different
kind-
lifestyle.
Yeah.
This is a casual, very casual, fun lifestyle.
Yeah, and we love that because there is so much diversity. Not everyone likes the same house. So we have to give a big selection, and this is unique.
Cause when I see you, I really think I need you. Every single summertime. And all the seasons in between. Well, they can try and mess with me. But I can tell you when the feeling's right. Cause it feels just like.
I love it. I love it. Let's go see the outside.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Cause I know just like the weather things are gonna change. And I'm tired of saying sorry in so many ways. That I know I'll find my way around it. But I keep on waiting. I just keep on waiting for nothing. I just keep on waiting. I just keep on waiting.
Gary, Nicole, I love this. Look at how open, ocean breeze. I mean, oh my God. Uh-oh, cowboy. What do you got working here? What is
I know,
this?
right? We can be
It's
really
almost
good.
like we live together, you know?
I love it. I love it. Look at this deck, will
I
you?
know.
What a lifestyle. It's
The
just
deck is
amazing.
actually one of my favorites.
It is.
One of my favorite things because it's so wide, it's beautiful, and it gives out over this whole area, amazing view. I love these dreamy mountains over there in the ceiling. Of course, you know, if we talk to the neighbors and cut a few trees, we can actually see the ocean too.
Yeah. And it's so secluded, quiet. I mean,
Incredible.
actor would want to live here anytime, right?
Well, it's so private. That's why the celebrities choose to live on Point Doom and in Malibu.
Yeah,
It's just, you know, it's so private.
But it's also very nice for families because there is 5 bedrooms here, right?
Right,
So
right.
you can bring the entourage.
Yeah. And you can have a serious party on this deck. I'm not lying.
Amazing party
Yeah.
on this deck.
Especially with those cow. I got to get my cowboy hat. All right.
Where is it?
I don't know. You didn't
You
tell me to
didn't bring it today, John. Come on.
So thank you guys again, both, for a wonderful, wonderful property that we've seen. And it's simply, I mean, it just amazes me how you guys have such a diverse clientele, diverse properties that you show us.
Well, you know, we sell properties all over the world, right?
Yes.
And our clients are all different. They come from every part of the world, and we love matching the homes to their personalities.
Right.
And this would be for a very eclectic family or buyer, but that's kind of what we do the best.
Yes.
Is match different people with our diverse, you know, portfolio of homes.
Let me get this right. We are in Point Doom in Malibu on a flat acre with 3,300 square feet, single story,
5 bedrooms,
5 bedrooms, tennis court,
views,
and the
Ocean breeze.
I love it. I love it. Try and beat that, Don and Gino. Anyway, this is John Gardella, your host here at American Dream TV, and I am with Nicole Van Paris and Gary Neeson from Engel and Volkers. And back to you guys in Little Italy in San Diego, my favorite spot.
Good to see you again, Craig. It's been a while, buddy.
Little Italy. Good to be here with you guys. I think the last time we were here, we had a drink or 2 or 10.
Or something like that. But what's cool is we're here in your backyard. You know, we hung out here 10 years ago when we started with Real Estate Radio Network, and you brought us into the whole radio game. And now we're with CEO of American Dream TV, having a time of our life again, and this place has changed a little bit.
But, you know, Little Italy, I wanted to bring you guys here. San Diego is America's finest city. So you got all the cool stuff. You got the beaches, the downtown, the military. There's just so many things that make San Diego's culture unique. But Little Italy has just been this emerging market. COVID has impacted all of us. If you can compartmentalize the negative stuff, it's sprouted some really cool things. In Little Italy, they've moved all these restaurants out on the street, and most people here talk about, like, I hope they don't change it back, because it's cooler now.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes crisis creates innovation.
Yeah.
And that's really what happened here. And as we look around, and we've been here multiple times, what I think has happened is you've seen a complete shift from the gas lamp district, which used to be where we like to hang out and have a
bars
good
and the
time.
restaurant, yeah.
And this was just restaurants, but now you can see this is where people come hang out and have a good time with their families. It's not just a bar, it's not just an evening, it's not partying till 3 o'clock in the morning. It's family space.
Well, that's why we love coming to San Diego. It's not just the bars, not just the restaurant. It's the beaches, it's the weather. You guys
Yeah.
always have perfect weather
Yeah.
here. You got battleships and aircraft
this is
carriers
winter.
in the bay.
This is winter.
I mean, you have it all here in San Diego. I mean, you know, ballparks and it's just a cool place to hang out. You never want to be inside here.
Yeah, well, and you mentioned downtown. Downtown is still a cool area, and it's 5 minutes that way. But you know how you go to a different area, you explore it, you don't want to get caught in the tourist traps. Like, Little Italy is the nook and cranny. Unfortunately, I think everybody's discovered it. But you know, this plaza is pretty new in the last couple of years. It's family oriented. You can go down, and you know, it gets a little bit later. It's a great place to hang out and socialize.
So is it all right if you show us around some of your favorite spots in Little Italy? Show our viewers how cool this place is and why they need to be here at Little Italy in San Diego.
All you got to do is walk down India Street. You got everything you need to see. Let's go do it.
All right, sounds good. Let's go.
Rock on.
So what I love about Little Italy, there's nothing generic about it.
Right.
I mean, it's very authentic. I mean, you have a lot of Italians here. There's old school stories. I mean, this actually was where Italians migrated. So you can see residences here where they still actually live here. I mean, it's really old school stuff. Authentic pizza. I mean, here you go.
So this is one of my favorite spots, guys. It's not only my favorite spot because of the pizza is great, but the mozzarella is actually special. And so last time I was here, I bought a 10-pound block and took it home so I could make it because they have a wonderful deli.
What do you do with a 10-pound block of cheese?
He eats it. But you mentioned that the supermarket's the key here. Not just the great pizza that's famous, but also the supermarket.
I love the supermarket. You can get things you can't find anywhere else. And it's super authentic. It still has that old school feel. Everything's crammed together. There's just somebody behind the thing saying who's next. And it's just no longer just a number. You feel like an actual person in there.
Yeah, it's cool when you can stay in the culture of a neighborhood, how it originated, and they still hold on to that culture, and that's what you get.
All right, Gino, we saw your favorite place, one of your 17. Now we're at mine.
This is a
I
spot.
love this place because this is where San Diego has evolved to, right, Craig?
Yeah, this is a spot. I mean, we had a night here that one time. I remember that. We ordered everything on the menu and
everything.
A few bottles of wine, but this is a high-end spot of Little Italy. If there was one, this is it.
Yeah, well, I had a 100-day-old dry-aged steak that was just off the chain.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, and I thought that was
in Argentina.
Remember that?
I mean, the fact that he can remember a steak, that means it's a good steak if you're from Argentina.
There you go.
That's right.
But all the food, I mean, and then they did tableside salad, tableside steak tartare. It's an experience, which is really nice. A meal isn't always about just the food experience. I mean, AKA Food Adventures, what it's all about. I love this place, and we will highlight this place in the future.
Top class.
Yeah. Well, here we are back in San Diego, back in Little Italy. Where are you taking us today, Craig?
Hey, look, you can only have one favorite, Barbusa.
As seen in today's Food Adventures.
All right.
What's up?
There it is.
What's up, guys?
Nice to meet you, buddy.
Nice to see you.
Guys,
How you
Very
doing?
cool.
My job is done. Joey, part owner of this family business. Show my friends around.
I'd love to. Thank you for being such a big supporter of us. I appreciate it.
We can't wait to hear the story.
I appreciate that. It's been my honor to show you guys around.
All right, Joey, glad to sit down with you. Thank you for showing us your place. This place is the epitome of Little Italy, and we can't wait to hear your story, buddy.
Well, thanks. I appreciate you guys coming by. Man, this place is like a dream for us, to be in Little Italy. It's funny because, my family started back in the 80s, in 1986, in a little house in Hillcrest, and we converted it to a restaurant. They came from a little pizza place, so they had a little pizza place, went to that. That was their first full-blown restaurant. My dad was like 26 years old. My mom was the same age, and they said, let's do this. They invested all they had into that one restaurant. They actually went next to one of the busiest restaurants at the time, and this is back when San Diego was a small town.
Yeah, they didn't have these big streets, and there was no Little Italy.
No, Little Italy was, we'll get to that part. But basically, they opened up that restaurant. It was a very successful place. My dad would be in the kitchen, my mom would be in the front, my dad would come out, shake people's hands. That's what it was about.
Old school.
Old school,
right?
Old school, and that's what people loved. People loved to interact and know that, hey, that guy that just shook my hand is gonna make my food and make my night special.
So how does that today play out? When did you start working in the restaurants? Because I know how family businesses are.
Right.
Both of us grew up in the family business. So yeah, I did a couple things when I was 5 or when I was 8, but by 13, you're working full days.
100%.
Yeah.
The problem was coming from an Italian family. It was difficult for us to kind of enter into the restaurant and want to be in the restaurant business because I grew up with an Italian father and a Jewish mother, and they were always about getting your degree, going to school, becoming a doctor, becoming a lawyer. but I knew that this was my passion. I wanted to be involved in it. I mean, I was born in the restaurant business. What else? I didn't know anything else.
Does your family know
feel
anything
it. It was
else?
in your blood. Exactly, exactly. So it was in our blood. Me and my brother, you know, we decided to get in this business. It has to be your passion, and if you don't love it, you better get out of it, because it's something that will eat you up inside, but at the end of the night is over. So it's almost like an instant gratification, and that's the best part about the restaurant business, because you know, you do your 300 covers a night or whatever comes in that night, and you have your problems, but at the end of the day, it's done. And you might fight with your brother or your sibling or your father or your mother at the time while you're working, because we're all here together, you know? But you know what it comes down to? At the end, this is what we always say, we're all family. And we're all family. And at the end of the day, everybody is our family, and that's how we want to treat everybody. So soon enough, we have one restaurant here, one restaurant there, one restaurant there, one restaurant there. We have this restaurant here, which was a steakhouse. At that point, me and my brother said, you know what? We need to change this place. We need to make it hip. We need to make it keep up with the times. The times of Little Italy have changed. It's become modernized. It's become this. It's become that. Let's open Barbusa. So here we go, Barbusa, our baby. Me and my brother started this restaurant with my father. He gave us a blessing. We made it into what we felt was modern Italian cuisine, modern Sicilian. So we took all of his old recipes.
Now we're talking.
Exactly, and now we made it ours. It's funny, the first day we opened, I think my dad was expecting, you know, the old time Italian music, maybe some Frank Sinatra, maybe some old Sicilian music. My brother has, you know, a little bit of techno going on in the background. I said, shut that thing off. What are you gonna do? These people are coming for nice Italian food. Don't worry, Dad, we got it. My brother said, you know what, let's turn it up, in fact. We turned it up, and that's how Barbusa became, you know? It just, and we were instilled from my dad in the way he worked his business, as far as make sure you treat everybody like family. From your employees, the dishwasher, all the way up to the person that might only come here one time. But as soon as they come here, you better make sure that that person becomes a member of our family, that Busalakis treat us well, they have good food, and they treat us like family when we go there.
We're looking forward to being part of La Familia, your family, tonight.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm glad to have you guys at what I call my house. So come and enjoy. And actually, you know what? I want to introduce you to somebody who's the face of the kitchen here, which is Nino, my cousin Nino. Let's go in. Let's go check him out.
Sounds great. Thank you. So Nino, we hung out a little bit with Joey, and Joey told us the history of this restaurant, how this restaurant came to be. But now we want to hear about the food, and with you being the head chef, I want to hear what the spin is on modern Italian kitchen.
I don't know, what you said is more interesting. I kind of want to hear what he said. I didn't get to hear yet. The spin on modern Italian kitchen. Basically, it's taking ingredients from other countries, from other places, and combining them with yours. Got to be the right ingredients, you know, not everything is the right fit. You know, so, you know, it takes a little bit of planning, trying, you know, it's trial and error, trying to, throughout all the hard work, we tend to get it right.
Yeah, well, look, you wouldn't have a successful restaurant if you didn't get it right. But yes, trial and error, I think is a successful piece.
I thank all our customers for that. Without them, we wouldn't be here.
Now, I know for a fact that you have a bucatini dish that I want to try today. So I definitely want to get that on the list. Not everywhere has bucatini. Not a lot of people know what bucatini is.
I tend to try to do different cuts of pasta. That's another thing. I don't like to do what other people, what other restaurants do. It's because, you know, if you could get it at another restaurant and you get it somewhere else, there's no reason for myself to do it. I'd like to do something that maybe you can't get somewhere else, or is not so easily found.
So tell me a little bit about a sardine dish that I heard about.
That's on the secret menu.
It's on the secret menu,
Yeah,
but
that's
I'm
the secret
pulling these
menu.
out today.
So what I do is we get once in a while, when we're lucky enough, we have some friends bring us fresh sardines, because you don't always get them. And believe me, it's a lot of work. You got to clean them, you got to scale them, you got to take the bones out. Then we take it, we make our sauce with it. We use onions, pine nuts, currants, a little bit of tomato extract, and we make our sauce. And then when someone comes along and says, "Hey, I pull it out and I make it for them."
I can't wait to try it. I hope you have a little puck hiding in the freezer there for us.
The trick of that pasta is always the wild fennel. That's another thing that's hard to get. Wild fennel, it's really, really, really hard to get.
Yeah, and you like to get wild fennel locally, don't you?
Yes, actually, I like to get everything locally. Anything that I can get. Anything I get locally, I use.
That's great, that's great. Well, look, I've been waiting all day long to try your food. I can't wait to get to it. Thank you so much for spending the time and hosting us tonight. I really appreciate it.
Anytime, you know that.
Well, as you can see, we weren't the only ones that wanted to come to Barbusa tonight. It is busy, it is popping, and everybody's having a great time.
So, the beautiful thing about being a part of Food Adventures is we get to eat this. This is the heart of this restaurant. This is La Familia. This is recipes that came before I was born. And we get to taste this amazing food. And sorry, Craig, you had to go back home to your beautiful bride and your twins, but this is all for us now, buddy.
That's right. Well, Food Adventures is all about gluttony, so we're going to dig into all kinds of great stuff here. We have bone marrow, short rib, pesto gnocchi, and most importantly on the secret menu, the sardine bucatini. Wow.
So we're gonna eat this. Sorry, you're missing out, but you can always go to Barbusa to have this and check us out at Food Adventures, ggfoodadventures.com.
Well, another incredible evening with Food Adventures, wasn't it, Don?
No doubt. Craig Sewing with American Dream TV did not lead us wrong, and sorry, Stevie, you missed out.
That's right. Barbusa in San Diego. We highly recommend you stop here, not only for the food, but also just for that family feeling.
That's right. And we hope you enjoyed Food Adventures, and we hope you enjoyed our episode of American Dream TV Los Angeles.